Hi, good evening.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Mr. Nikhil Kumar, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so hi Nikhil, where are you from?
Ma'am, I am from Bihar,
Nice.
Muzaffarpur, Bihar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
Right now, I am doing my master's.
Okay, great. All right. So I think Nikhil, this is our first session together. We haven't interacted before.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Is my audio clear? Are you able to clearly hear me?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, great. All right. So Nikhil, a little bit about me as well. I think you must have read about me in the summary that I have provided. Nonetheless, I'm from Mumbai and I come from an academic background. So I've been teaching for quite a few years now. It's been over 12 years. I primarily teach students who are pursuing their masters in business administration, and economics is my core subject. Well, so what shall we talk about in this session? Which which topic are you doing your? I mean, which subject are you doing your masters in?
In master's,
Yes. What is your
risk
subject?
and insurance. Risk and insurance.
That's nice. Okay. So, what prompted you to take this course up?
Ma'am, basically, right now, when I saw that in pandemic, every sector have been affected by the pandemic. But
Right.
after that, some of the sectors like insurance would be there, and yeah, so I would influence by that. Some of in my family are in the insurance sector, so
Okay.
that keep me motivating at the time, and so I would decided that I should be select that subject.
But do you think the era of pandemic has made people more aware of the risks involved in various associated with various activities, like the health insurance? People have become more aware of the various risks which a person is exposed to at different stages of life, as against what it was earlier. The interest and the awareness, do you think that has changed, or do you think no, it has remained more or less the same post pandemic also?
Ma'am, after the pandemic, there is some change would be there, but in compare uh, means that I divided into two society would be there, like in urban areas and rural areas. So in urban areas, the impact would be more as compared to the rural areas. In rural areas, as we saw that health insurance and property would be there. There is no much needed in that sector. They would feel that there is no anything they should consider about that. But in urban areas, people have been educated, so they know that what is the importance of this thing. And after the pandemic, when they face this issue, I think their this sector would be growing, and people should realizing that. But as we know that people have been educating right now, they are so that there is some improvement as compared to the previous years.
Correct. Like, I completely agree with you that a pandemic is a big event. It's a big, not event, but a phenomenon. So there would surely be some changes in the minds of the people due to the pandemic. Uh,
Yeah, ma'am.
but overall, I think the risk awareness towards risk has remained the same overall. I mean, there hasn't been a drastic or as they say, paradigm shift in the interest and awareness of the people regarding.
Sometimes, ma'am, sometimes I would hear from the educated people that they are thinking that insurance is a profitable business. If they invest in them, how they earn money. So their mentality would be that thing. But insurance is a sector where they provide whatever anyone would affected from that. That is insurance. That if any uncertainty would happen, so it would be benefited for that one, not for the everyone. So in that case, I think people should aware more as compared to right now what is going on.
So, but then, Nikhil, insurance sector surely it is insurance companies are making profit. So it is not that they are doing some charitable work. Why would they simply want to cover your risk? Of course, you have to. They are providing a service for which they are being. I mean, you are required to pay a premium for that, right? Insurance
Right.
premium. So at the end of it, yes. I mean, it is. I don't think it is very wrong to think that insurance is a business. It's a business, Just that one has to be more aware of the risk associated with one's activities, and uh, try to analyze properly what should be the right premium to be paid, should not go overboard. But at the end of it, it is a profitable business. I don't think there is anything wrong in thinking so.
Ma'am, I am talking about the individuals, not on the business. I think every business, every organization want that if they do not earn profit, so how would they sustain in the market? So
Correct.
at that moment, when we talk about that organization do business, but at the same time, individuals have to, like, if any individual who is taking the insurance, so he would think that how they take out from the money from the insurance company. That I'm talking about.
How they take
Yeah.
out money? I'm not getting this point. You can just elaborate it further.
If any individual have take any insurance policy from the either health or any policy would
Medical
be there.
insurance. Okay.
Yeah. If they know that anything could happen or not, it may be like if they are investing money, but if uncertainty wouldn't happen, so their money would waste, their money would waste. So
Hmm.
they would think that how they earn money from that. So
How
affecting
they
them.
earn money, meaning the people are thinking how the insurance companies earn money. Is that what you're trying to say?
People are मतलब मैम may I try in Hindi
Yes.
और I should continue. मतलब लोगों की मेंटालिटी है कि अगर इंश्योरेंस अगर वो लोग खरीद रहे हैं तो वो कैसे उससे मतलब प्रॉफिट मतलब अर्न कर सके. पॉइंट ये है.
From the premium, from the money that they are paying to the insurance companies in the form of premium, people want to the ones who are paying the premium want to they start thinking about making a profit, because they think that in case they don't fall in, or an eventuality doesn't take place, the money goes in waste.
Yeah, and that is
So how
I'm
to get
talking
that
about.
back money? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I think, of course, that stems from limited understanding of what insurance is. So that is okay. But yes, you were saying that even educated people think the same. I mean,
Yeah,
have similar
yeah.
thoughts. Okay. Yes, that only shows that we need to be more aware and educated about insurance,
Right.
because it is more than covering risks and uncertainties. And they should also think that in case eventuality actually happens, they would get a lot of money which they wouldn't have had otherwise. So instead of thinking of the good part of it, they think about getting the money back, because they think that since they have not fallen ill, they have taken a medical insurance, they have not fallen ill, the money would go
Mhm.
in waste.
Yeah, right.
So I think that there should be, I agree with you, there should be greater awareness and education with regard to insurance policies, or generally what we mean by insurance and all. And that is why we do have a subject also in MBA, risk
Yeah. Risk
management.
and insurance would be there, I think.
Right, right. So we do
Yeah.
have, in fact, we have it. Not all colleges do, but many colleges do have risk and insurance as a subject at the graduation level also. So that at least the basic concepts are made clear. They can go and explain to their families. So it's like that. Right, right. So Nikhil, how many sessions have you completed on Clapingo so far?
Ma'am, this is my first class after
I
demo
see.
demo session. Yeah.
I see. Okay. And how did the demonstration session go?
Demo session.
Hmm?
Yeah, it is quite good, but I would saw your video, and I would feel that I am more comfortable with an I think a professor or anyone, that I am still going, because there are some people who are still studying and they are doing that thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
would prefer professor as compared to the other one.
Okay, that's great. And I hope that you are enjoying the conversation and getting to learn also something.
Yeah.
And so, this being the first platform, the first session, Nikhil, just let me tell you that with Clappingo, we do have a session material attached to every session. Session document, it is called as. You will find the
Yeah,
link
ma'am.
of it when you log in, right under the login button. So you can go through that document to learn new vocabulary. The vocabulary may be in the form of a conversation, or it can be in the form of simply words listed, and their meanings and usage. Okay, so you can go through that. Also, it is useful for the learners, especially people who want to build their vocabulary. They cannot speak fluently because they lack in vocabulary. It is very useful for them.
Right.
We also have a topic, and always a different topic. Sometimes the topic gets repeated because there are so many sessions that people book. But generally speaking, there are new topics for every session. So even that you can go through, and so maybe in the forthcoming sessions you can look at the topic and have some points prepared, pre-planned that you want to share during the session. That would be helpful.
Okay,
Okay, that will
ma'am.
give some direction. All right. So let's talk something in general. I think the topic for this session relates to what? Traveling, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, ma'am. Traveling.
Yes,
Yeah.
travel. Yes.
Yeah.
So how much of a travel buff are you?
Ma'am, totally, I'm an introvert. I prefer, I think, in a small room, I think I prefer more as compared to traveling. But yeah, at the same time, when I become bored, I feel that I should go
Hmm.
somewhere. So then I prefer the natural beauty as compared to any other places. So I
So which
would feel
places
that I think
have
that is the best thing about myself, that when I feel bored or I feel some demotivated, then I would prefer some natural beauty, like regarding any trees would be there,
hmm,
birds and all these things. So I
correct.
would love to go wherever that
Which
place.
which places have you been to, or any place that you
Right now,
really have
I'm
enjoyed staying in?
right now I am Varanasi, in BHU. Yeah.
Right.
So there a campus would be so much huge that everywhere proper trees would be there. So in the morning I would prefer go there. Yeah.
That's nice. So normally in the mornings, do you go for a walk in the
Yeah.
campus?
Yeah. Ma'am.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. But any place that you have been to, that you have really enjoyed your stay in outside
Yeah.
the city?
Okay, I would go to, I think, the Taj Mahal. I would saw that Taj Mahal, and yeah, Lotus Temple in Delhi.
So
And
Nikhil, just sorry to interject you here, but see, when you're using would, it shows future tense. So have you been to Taj Mahal already?
yeah, ma'am, I have
Hmm.
went
So if
to.
you, okay, so gone. Okay, so if you have gone, if you have been in a particular place already, you will not use would. Be careful about it,
Okay.
okay? Because it can sound confusing. Because my question is, which places have you already been to, like in the past? Okay, so your
Mhm.
answer should start with, well, I have been to Agra to visit Taj Mahal. I have been to Mumbai. I have been to. You will use
Mhm.
would, I would do this, would do that as something that you would do in the future. You have not done it, or maybe you are imagining also. For instance, if you want to say, if I ask you a question like, what would you do if you win a lottery? So it's a
Mhm.
hypothetical question. It is not real. Your reply should start with, you will take that same verb. So notice in the question, what verb are they using? You can use the same verb in your answer. So the question starts with, what would you do if you won a lottery? Your answer should start with, I would, maybe whatever it is. Okay? I would. You will not say, I have been. No, that's wrong. Because then you're talking about something which has been in the past. It's true. The question is about in the future. So you have to be mindful about the tenses. Okay. So
Mhm.
again, my question is that which places have you been to in the past? So not every time I will mention in the past. It's quite from the sentence itself, you will get a clue that it is in the past only that she's talking about. She's referring to something in the past. So which places have you already been to? Your answer would start with, I have been to this, and this place.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, okay.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. So, okay. So you have been to Taj Mahal, and so generally speaking, do you think that the charm of Taj Mahal has kind of declined over the years?
Yeah, yeah. I think due to pollution would be the major reason behind that. The charm would be, I think, gone from the recent times.
Declined.
Yeah,
Declined. Okay. Uh,
decline.
yes. Very good. You can use declined as in the sentence. You can use deteriorated. The charm has deteriorated. That's a good word actually to use. To just
Okay.
indicate that it has declined in quality, in appearance. You can say yes, that the charm of Taj Mahal has declined in appearance, or it has simply deteriorated. To deteriorate is to decline in
Accurate.
quality. Deteriorated. Okay. All right. Right. So, what else? I mean, what do you normally, how does your schedule normally look? I mean, how does a normal day look like for you? Because you are a student. So,
Ma'am, normal day would be there same. Why the
do you
classes
spend
would be there.
okay, most of your time goes in attending?
Yeah, attending the classes and uh, improving my communication skills, because I think many times I am facing so much difficulties
Mhm.
in interviews. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm practicing with my friends and going through novels to improve my thought process.
that's
So
good.
these are small things that I'm doing right now.
That's good. Also, Nikhil, since you have brought it up yourself, that you are also perhaps preparing for to appear for different interviews, you can make use of this platform for the same preparation. You can tell the speaker, it could be me, it could be any other speaker, that
Yeah.
ma'am, I want to prepare for interview, so we can prepare you accordingly. We can frame the questions, we can correct you, and add new vocabulary to your answers so that they sound more convincing and they sound much better. Right? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Are we heading towards the end of the session so that I can give you? Yes, we are. So,
Yeah.
yes. So, Nikhil, one more thing is that maybe the speaker might forget, because sometimes we don't always see the a stopwatch. So, in case the speaker forgets, towards the end, keep a track of the time so that you can ask for the feedback also,
Okay.
so that you can implement on what was the feedback of the speaker with regard to the session, how you spoke, some mistakes that you made, what improvement, what are the areas of improvement for you. That kind of questions you can ask them. That, ma'am, if you can share your feedback about my spoken English skills, it would be great. Okay, all right.
Ma'am,
So
where I have got that feedback right now or any
right,
other?
during no, right now during the session,
Okay.
because we can give a feedback later on to someone else, but you will not get to know then. Late, it's only during the session that you get to know. Well, quickly, Nikhil, you're speaking otherwise fairly well. Just that, like I said, you have to be mindful of the tenses. So whatever the questions, the tense of the question is, take it from there. Okay. So why I'm saying this is because you might be speaking very well, using good vocabulary, but if the tense is wrong, it can sound very confusing to the listener. That, okay, did it happen in the past or future or present? Okay. So be mindful of the
Right,
tenses.
ma'am.
That's okay. This platform can really help you to improve your spoken English skills.